Howdy, everybody. It's been a long while, hasn't it? Uh, some people have been coming into my comments, asking where I've been and, voicing their concern for my safety. Uh, so I decided to give everyone here a little, and by little I mean probably a long-winded update video, to keep it entertaining, I guess. I will have a speed draw going on in the background that I quickly recorded. Or you can just pop this in the background. I don't really mind whichever you do. I would appreciate it though if you guys would stay to the end of the video for an announcement, of course. Or you can just skip there. I know, I'm not the boss of you. And of course, I gotta now do the new meta. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. So that way you can help push this channel further. And hopefully revive it. It's been pretty dead for a hot minute, but you know what? Fuck it. Let's kick it back off. Let me move down here for y'all. There we go, little mini-me. So y'all can enjoy the speed draw I'm doing, or just again pop it in the background, play a video game. That's actually a good question. You know what? Tell me what you guys are playing today. What's the game for today? What's gonna be your gameplay for today? What you playing? I know we're all hyped for Deltarune Chapter 5, so I imagine a good amount of you might say they're practicing Chapter 4 bosses, or all that type of stuff, replaying Deltarune. And I say that's cool. But let's get into the mean things and not fluff things out any further. And let's talk about where I've been. Where I've been is going to be a bit of a TMI, but it will help bring context to pretty much everything that's been going on about where I've been. Which I guess is already self-explanatory, but anyways. Where I have been the past few years is that unexpectedly my mom is essentially become bedridden. This is due to one of her medications that she's no longer taking, essentially knocking her down and out to the point where it's basically just very bad. I think you can fill in the blanks with your own imaginations there. So I've been having to make sure that she is taken care of in pretty much the sense that she is fed, washed, all that fun stuff. And this also means that I also had to solely take care of the house that me and her live in currently. Which is a good bit of a lot, which doesn't seem like it should be for like a normal person, but I'll tell you all in a minute why in a minute here. But yeah, that has been unfortunately taking up most of my time. But while I've been gone as well, or for the time that I've been gone and taking care of my mom, taking this time to reflect and take care of things, especially when it comes to my mental health and physical well-being, which all that combined has made it difficult to be consistent about everything, especially when it comes to posting on YouTube or Twitch or Twitter, all that stuff. It has been a very rough time, and I appreciate everyone, especially if you're watching this video, for all your patience, especially after all these years and sticking around. It makes me very happy, to say the least. I can't explain with words how much I appreciate you taking the time out of your day just to watch my funny random stuff. Another main point of my focus has been essentially making my own Fakemon region, in which a part of that region you can see I've been drawing here in the background. He's very cool. I love him. The region is mostly for my own little D&D sessions that I've been doing, but I will start posting them on my Instagram, in which there should be a link below to my linker tree, in which you should be able to find pretty much anything and everything about me there. Another part of my focus is that I've been attempting, keyword attempting, to push commissions and get that done out there. Which, by the way, in my linker tree you can also find my commissions. So that way I can do something. I'm not too sure. And truth be told, I haven't been having much inspiration or courage to attempt to come back in making YouTube videos or stream, due to just how different things are now. Because like over these past few years, I have been watching YouTube, Twitter, X, and everything else just evolve and kind of crumble away in their own ways, to the point where it's tough to get started on YouTube. It's not impossible. Definitely not. But it's definitely discouraging and intimidating for anyone trying to just get in here, even for the funny ha-has. Even to just document and record things for their friends and just so happen to post it on YouTube. Because, like, one wrong move, even from me, and it's just goodbye channel. Goodbye everything. Because they can just do anything. Especially with how automated and AI everything is, and how much they just make mistakes through that, even if they don't want to admit it. And just the fear of that alone has especially made me just not want to come back. Even though I really, really want to. I want to make videos, I want to edit videos, I want to live stream, I want to interact with you guys, I want to have a fun time doing so, I want to just get shit out there, have fun, and all that good stuff. But, like I said, you gotta have to do like 1,000,001 things now if you want to have good outreach and growth. Like, for instance, having to make YouTube shorts, having to make Instagram reels, having to make just anything and everything, just to make sure that you can grow without essentially getting buried underneath the pile of other things that are happening, and it's going to happen regardless. And for a person like me, I just don't have a lot of time to edit a video, make clips, somehow make it YouTube Shorts compatible, and essentially bow down to the almighty new algorithm. Nor do I have like the money to spend on an editor to do so for me. Like I said, there is just 1,000,001 things to do now that you need for outreach and growth, and it is extremely discouraging and intimidating as fuck, to say the least. Because, like, you even have the biggest YouTubers now that need to do that type of shit, even though originally they didn't even need to. Because you didn't need... Back in my day, you didn't need to have all these fancy YouTube shorts in order to expand your growth. So, at least to say, it is intimidating, and it hasn't made me inspired to come back at all. I don't think that's how you English, but I'm going to leave that in. But outside of that, I've been mostly doing some self-healing. And at least to say, therapy has finally been a good answer to a lot of that. And as a quick little intermission here, if you ever need a sign to go to therapy, even if you feel like you only need like 30 minutes out of your day to do therapy, this is your sign to do it. Like, it is extremely helpful. It helped me figure out a lot about myself and a lot of words that I couldn't figure out myself because of my own current issues. Which is another thing to talk about here is my current issues, the issues that I've always had, technically, and how they've essentially affected my lack of uploading and streaming. Because I've been finally diagnosed with ADHD, autism, learning disabilities, plural, and anxiety disorder, which has been definitely and steadily growing over the years. Even if you guys couldn't really tell it within my past videos, I've always been anxious and a little scared, to say the least, to upload and stream, mainly because I've always been so self-conscious about everything. But nowadays, I've finally just learned to not really care about what people think of me, at least to a degree, because it's still going to be a thing in the back of my mind. I can't get rid of it. It's a part of me, and I've learned to accept that. But it's just who I am, and I've been steadily trying to push past that. And on another update, I believe last time I have chatted with y'all, I was either on my previous PC or a not so upgraded version PC. Because I believe since then I have gotten an upgrade, especially to the microphone, as you can hear. And, yeah, I've gotten an upgrade on that part, and I can play now a lot more games, although not as good as I probably should. Because, again, my PC is new-ish. I honestly think I got it around the time I stopped recording. So it's a bit, its parts are older though, so it's not the best. But it does enough, thankfully. And now that we're past that, we can now start talking about the history of this channel, its ups and downs, and all that other fun stuff. So let's take a little wander back through history, and maybe we can look at the past and see if we can learn from it to see where we go now. And we all started with my most favorite game of all time, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Since then, it's had a prequel, sequel, and now essentially a semi-sequel. I don't know if you'd call it a sequel, but it's definitely another Digimon story game. So, yeah, and yes, I did play it. I might stream it. Who knows? But if you're to look back at those videos, it has definitely shown its age, because that was 10 whole years ago now. Sheesh. I should probably try and do something for my 10-year anniversary, but hypothetically, I'm starting over. Technically, we're starting from fresh here, because I'm not sure how many of y'all have decided to stick around, but I'm still appreciative, nonetheless. I'd like to honestly consider this a soft reset, so to say, but, yeah, since then, we have slowly evolved there, introducing a variety of games like Brawlhalla, Grand Theft Auto, Don't Starve Together, And a lot of that stuff was multiplayer games, like Cards Against Humanity, Gmod. I even did a few soul locks. And then finally, around August 3rd, 2016, oh Jesus, I feel old just saying that. God damn. But around 2016 is when I made my first banger. An absolute banger. And of course, everyone on this channel knows my absolute first banger is How to Expand a Palm 101. And it's not so famous, but still probably within that realm of fame sequel. And it was just an instant hit meme. I honestly forget where I got the inspiration to make that, how or why. But I'm still extremely proud of how that video is doing, and no matter how embarrassing it may feel like it is now, I'm definitely going to keep it up because that is a solid point of my channel's history. And I think it should probably just stay there for archival purposes. All my videos are probably going to be staying there for archival purposes. And yeah, again, still proud of it. And from then on, I attempted to do my best to keep up with that snowball, essentially. And around that time as well also marked my 100 subscriber celebration. Unfortunately, despite that, if you were to look through my videos, things were starting to take a decline. Again, mostly due to a burnout that was starting then. I tried my best to keep up despite it, though, uploading as consistently as I could, but the burnout just kept chugging and chugging. That is when 2017 rolled around, and that's when I even started my Undertale Let's Play. But if you were to watch those videos, you could definitely tell that the burnout was definitely starting to bleed in. Either way, at that point, nothing more of real significance happened. But to cut a bit back, to make context for what I'm about to talk about, back in early 2015, I brought home a wonderful kitty cat. Her name was Sachi. She was a Seal Point Himalayan and very floofy, with a very wonderful personality. But to jump back into December 27th of 2017, my cat Sachi sadly passed away due to a head injury that she sustained when attempting to essentially parkour in the house. I think she essentially slipped, bonked her head in the wrong place at the wrong time, and she was on a real bad decline. And speaking of, that's when my channel officially started to decline as well. Due to the depression of that, and then the burnout stacked on top of each other, just kept on declining. More and more stuff kept happening, including from my mom becoming bedridden, my old setup breaking apart, and just life kicking me down when I was pretty much already prone. But now we're here in the big old 2026. I'm now 27 years old and doing my best to live my life. As I mentioned before, especially thanks to therapy, things have been slowly healing. And due to that healing, I'm beginning to consider trying to extend that healing into the stuff I've been previously passionate about, including keeping up this YouTube. With my new so now about the potential future. With my current setup and hopefully a pep in my step, and thanks to you wonderful people checking in after me all these years, I'm beginning to think it is time for a potential comeback. And the plans for that, I'm not personally too sure yet. Although, however, with a new coat of paint, we might be able to start making something out of this old rusty dusty channel. As we speak, you're currently seeing this little bobble-headed guy jumping up and down. That is the closest approximation to a teaser that you guys will get to my new and upcoming model, because I'm becoming a VTuber. But I don't have money, so I'm making it myself. And I'm currently having art block with that because 3D modeling is hard. But it's coming along. Originally this was going to be recorded in VR chat because that's where my current version of the model is, but you know what? Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. But yeah, with this little bouncing guy up and down and the eventual reveal of my VTuber model, I plan on streaming mainly and uploading those streams as either edited videos / VODs or full-on VODs, depending on how the stream goes. But hopefully this will all mean higher quality content, higher quality me, and until then, like I said, for now, my priorities lie within streaming. Same name as you see on here at Twitch. Feel free to go join. I hopefully plan on streaming later today, either later today or tomorrow, Saturday, at 5 p.m. CST. And yeah. Well, by the time this video comes out, it's going to be past that, so it's going to be directly either after this video uploads, or it's going to be on tomorrow, Saturday, 5 p.m. CST. Hopefully we'll see you guys there. What I plan on streaming for now is drawing some fake mons, maybe a little bit of video games here and there. And with my commissions open, it's more than likely if you've commissioned me, you're gonna see it be streamed on there unless you specifically say no. But if you want to grab a commission, it is linked below. Again, you don't have to if you don't want to. But yeah. Sadly, outside of vague planning and some false hype in reality, I plan on doing this stuff casually. I plan on essentially doing things in a slow and comfy mode, as they say. Which means things are going to be a bit inconsistent, but I will try to keep things as consistent as I can. For instance, I'm going to try and keep streaming at 5 p.m. CST, although I can't guarantee it. It's what I'm going to try and do my best to do. But due to me still being my mom's caretaker and needing to take care of finances and all that fun stuff, there will be bouts of inactivity. And I know a few of you might say, oh, but you're taking care of finances and everything else, that's just adult work. I'm like, yeah. But due to my learning disabilities, my autism, my ADHD, my depression, that shit rough. That shit no good. That shit make my brain go, arr! And it's not fun. Definitely not fun. If you're able to do it despite having all this stuff, more power to you. Give me some tips and advice below, please and thank you. But I believe that is, unfortunately, all the time I will have today. I want to thank you all for watching this video. And I also want to give a shout out to Quantum Theory and Ultramar Shadow for commenting and showing me their concern for my health, well-being, and for this channel. Truly, if it weren't for you two, this video would not have come out. I mean, because like I have really shit memory when it comes to like this type of stuff. So like low-key, y'all reminded me and giving me the courage to do this final push. So let's see if this final push can stay. And hopefully, from here on out, I will see you all next time. Peace.